Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the border, Ryker. How's everyone doing on this fine afternoon in the apocalyptic world that we now seem to live in? Well, I'm officially on day 3 of my 12-week quarantine. I don't have that nasty little bug that's going about, but because I have MS and chronic asthma, I'm on the at-risk list, so I'm socially isolated. And yes, this is us. We're going down through the park in Ryde. Well, that's the park down there. There's also a museum down there, several rugby pitches, football pitches, some tennis courts. I think that's it. And a huge open space for letting dogs run around and do what dogs do. At some point, once the apocalypse is gone, we'll go down there because there's a couple of statues to a couple of motorcycle legends who came from here. One is Steve Hislop. You might have seen that I went on the 17th Steve Hislop Memorial Run last summer. Somehow I think that's going to be cancelled this year. And also Jimmy Guthrie, who raced motorcycles in the 1930s. And there's also little sections in the museum that are dedicated to them. I'll just pull over, let this guy pass while we have a look at the river. This is the River Tivia. It runs through Ryde. When it floods, the water comes up to the road here, sometimes higher. It's really bad for flooding at the moment. We actually had, there was a restaurant and a bed and breakfast in town that were on the side of the river, and in the last floods it washed away the foundations, and so the two buildings basically collapsed into the river. But on a day like today, what a beautiful place. I've always loved rivers. Sometimes I think that, you know, when I was younger, I'd go fishing, but really I'd have been just as well just going down the river and sitting, because, well, for a start, I didn't catch fish because I was rubbish at it. And secondly, I was more interested in just watching the wildlife, sitting surrounded by nature. Bit of a country boy like. So yes, I might stop down here another time and have a bit look. Oh, there's a car coming, so I shall get out of his way. Time to go. How's about that then? I just love rivers. There's something about them, something magical. I've never been able to put my finger on quite what that thing is, but they've just held a fascination for me all my life. When I was a kid growing up in Churnside, we used to go down to a spot on the River Whittadar, called Ninos, and we used to go swimming in the river, and we'd hang out, and where there was bits like this, you know, we'd sit in the river with our back against one of the rocks and just let the water flow over us. It was awesome, good times. That was a long time ago. I'd have been about probably 17 the last time I went down the river like that. What a beautiful place. Let's see what else we can see. Turbine along here. Listen, thanks for coming along on the rides. It's strange. I know I'm literally talking to myself, but I'm not. You know, I'm talking to you guys. It is like having someone along, just hanging out, and that's pretty cool. So thank you to everyone that comes along, and if you're new here, you know, please drop us a like and subscribe, and maybe leave us a comment. It's all appreciated. This is such a beautiful piece of road right here. The thing I like about these tiny little single track roads is, you know, not many people use them, and so I can just chug along at whatever speed I feel like. Obviously they're not really designed to ride like some kind of street bossy, but we've got roads for that as well. So we have a little stop, have a look at the river here. I think so. Let's just put that on a second. How cool is that? Can't see much that side though. Oh well, onward and upward. Ashkirk now. So I'm going to leave you now because I'm going to head home because my knees are getting a bit cold. So take care, okay? And stay safe and stay well. And obviously it goes without saying, if you're out and about, ride safe. I'll see you next time, guys.